Don't undermine me like that. Don't. Hey, we're back. Hey, what's up, everybody? So Zyra was shaking her head because I want to give a big shout out to one Jared Weber. If you're tuning in, great. If you're not, well, hopefully you somehow it's like your ears are burning. He says Wild Wild West was amazing, amazing giant spider mech thing on our YouTube. Yes. Oh, I suppose you guys can't see me fist bump or like do my self high five like stupid green suit. Anyways, do we know which direction we're going to be driving in?
No.
Okay, so we're still looking for a game then, is the TLDR of that. The reason we're kind of in a bit of awkwardness is because we got two possible matchups. It's either Lillekanin versus what is possibly Bly, or Billowy versus what is possibly Wellmu. The reason we don't actually have an option available right now is because the best of ones are playing out, and our best of one took a particularly long time. So a lot of the other round of 16, best of threes have already begun. They're in game. They're playing each other already.
Yeah, so we're just waiting on either TVZ or PvP.
Oh my god, the head doesn't disappoint. I'm glad you like it, Annie. Dude, Annie! We get to see each other in like 3 or 4 days, bro. I hope you're excited. This guy is.
Yeah! My head hurts.
Yo, I like laid on so many smooth moves to Annie last night on Twitter and it didn't work. I don't know how to talk to girls.
Well, the first, step to fixing a problem is admitting it.
Well, I grew up with the understanding that like girls like GIFs and memes, and unfortunately, so far in life, that's proven to not always be the case. Feels bad, man.
I think the problem is that you viewed girls as some different entity.
We're not objects for your memeing amusement, Rifkin, okay?
Girls
Got
like
it.
X, boys like Y.
Wait, let me get my notebook out. I'm gonna write this down real quick. I'm just gonna... But yeah, seriously, BlizzCon's fast approaching, and that's really cool, and I'm really excited to meet a lot of people, but man, Korea's even like right behind that. We have done our planning for the month. I don't know if... Did you have time to put any of the tentative stuff we put up on the calendar yet?
No.
Okay, well then, just to let you guys know, we're gonna double stack some Corsair Cups, and what did you eat? To make such a horrendous face just now.
Gum. I need to get the coffee taste out of my mouth.
Yuck. Coffee. Ugh. Anyways, we're going to be double stacking 2 back-to-back Corsair Cups when we're back from BlizzCon. We have a lot we have to squeeze in that week because we leave to Korea so quickly after BlizzCon. We're back from the 7th. I think we leave on the 13th, something like that. It's going to be hectic. I've never done so much travel except for last year, I guess, at Home Story Cup because I went straight from Toronto to there. But it's going to be fun, I think. I have downloaded so many Google/other translator apps on my phone too, so I'm like good to go. I'm so scared I'm gonna get lost. I know it's gonna happen. Like I do this every time we hang out. I'm gonna separate. I'm gonna go talk to somebody else for like 5 seconds. I won't know where you went. And unlike normal, where you can ask people, "Have you seen Zombie Grub?" They're gonna be like, "Nasamdi Grub, Nasamdi da," or whatever. I'm gonna be like, "Nah, I have no idea what you're talking about. Zombie Grub? Hello, where? Hi?" Like.
Okay, I guess. You can usually ask people because they recognize us, though. If you just ask someone random...
Well, I'm thinking more like when we're in the hostel, in the lobby.
The same problem will happen. They'll be like, who the fuck are you talking about? You'd be like, you're that girl I was with?
Yeah, the only other white girl in Korea right now.
Yeah, you're like, white girl? And just like, you can like, mime me. You can just put like... Get like a pumpkin latte.
I'll make like a scowly face. Got it. Ooh. Sorry. Thank you to Darius for another 2-month resub for the fucking like 15th time. Bly just got out of game. So do we want to hop into Bly versus Lillekanin then? Since that appears to be ready?
Yes, that's what we're going to do.
Awesome. Okay, so Bly versus Lillekanin in a best of 3. So this time we can actually run proper bets and stuff. Shout out to the mods.
Yay, mods! Okay, let's invite these guys.
Oh yeah, and a reminder to do WCS mod if you didn't.
I already remembered.
Nice. You're the best, Zombie Grub.
Shut up.
Okay.
I don't need you.
I don't need your approval. It's not approval, it's a compliment, okay? Deal with it. Top Tog006 has left the head in the bottle. It's actually a head in a jar. Hello? Futurama, anybody? I'm hoping everybody gets this. I just realized how stupid this probably looks if you've never watched Futurama before.
Well, I mean, even if you haven't watched Futurama, I think you get the idea of, like, you know, it's a head in a jar. It's like a floating head in a jar. It's spooky. So spooky. You know?
I guess a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Because I think that was like a scary thing before Futurama made it a funny thing.
Sure.
Okay.
I will say this much though. I am very excited to finish this cast and get out of this suit thing though, because this is all kinds of uncomfortable. For those who don't know, like I'm gonna back up a bit. Like I am wearing like a full-on like green suit thing. It's like a big onesie, so it's very tight. And as someone who is, we'll say, a little overweight, I'm definitely overweight. I'm not made for this costume, is what I'm gonna say. And it's quite tight. It's quite snug, if you will.
I was gonna say, if only you didn't have to wear the bottoms.
Well, yeah, if this came in like two pieces that could like zip together at the waist or something, that'd probably be perfect. But nope.
Yeah. Well, Lillekanin is not accepting the invites. I guess he is AFK.
Okay. Blunderful Guy brings up a great point. Chat says, aren't Olivia and Crank, I'm going to assume he means Crank with some weird autocorrect, because I don't know who Celawera is. But aren't Olivia and Crank going to be there to translate for you? So here's my thoughts on this. One, Olivia won't be, because if I lose Zombie Grub, I'm going to lose Olivia. Those two are going to be off chasing boys or something stupid. So I'll be left with maybe Crank. And the problem is Crank will likely just go back to his room and play StarCraft. So I will literally just be on my own. Is kind of how I see that going. That's how that situation plays out in my head. We got Thirsty Grub over here asking Olivia to be our wingman, and Crank playing video games. I'll just be sitting there in the middle of a station going like, I don't know any of these signs. I don't know any of these words. Help me. Mom,
it's
Dad.
not like we're going to be like, hey, bye, and you're like in the middle of downtown Seoul.
Like, this isn't something I want to be like later on, but I told you so. But I feel like it's going to happen.
I feel like you're going to be like, whoa, is that a pretzel stand? I'll be right back.
Yes!
I'll be like, all right, we'll be right here.
That's exactly what I'm afraid of. That's exactly what's going to... I do this all the time at every event we go to. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that I can understand. I don't know if like being able to like say like, hey, do you know where Zombie Grub is going to be able to help you in like a crowded place where no one knows each other.
Thank you to Klondike7, by the way, for the 9-month resub. That's super awesome, dude. Thank you for 9 months of support. And again, just while we're waiting, because we're in the lobby, whenever the players are ready to go, we'll be good to go. Lillekanin says he's just a moment. Reminder about the Twitch Prime stuff. So again, we'll be nailing this in a little bit over the next couple days, but I promise, guys, this won't be like a big talk for too long. If you guys have your Twitch Prime or Amazon Prime services, that's not been disrupted. That continues on as it normally would. However, once per month, they give you the option to sub to somebody for free. It costs you no money, and it gives the streamer some money, which is great, right? It's literally like a win-win situation. The problem is it doesn't automatically renew. So if you already subscribe to us or another one of your favorite streamers out there, starting today, because today's the first day that they would start to expire, and onwards, you're going to have to manually renew those. Either, again, to us, hopefully. You can't see me. I'm crossing my fingers. I should have put my face. There we go. To us, and we would thank you greatly. Or to other people. Again, if you're sub to Winter, or to Muslim, or to Snoot, or any of those other streamers out there, you're going to have to manually redo those yourselves. And this is just that generic reminder, because a lot of people don't actually know that they don't auto-renew, as we've learned over the last week.
Yes. So we're finally ready to go. Lillekanin versus Bly, best 3.
Of course, this is the round of 16. This is normally where our tournaments begin. We had an awesome amount of signups today. Gonna have the round of 8 after this, round of 4, which is the semifinals, of course, those grand finals. We will try and cast both semifinals unless we do have significantly long series that drag on, as if Lillekanin wins, that could be the case. But it's going to be a challenge because he's fighting a really talented player. So in the bottom right side, I'm going to be cheering for him. That Terran bias is extreme. It's the green Terran, Lillekanin.
In the top left, as the red Zerg, he is Bly.
Now, it's actually not just the Terran bias, but it's also a little bit of the underdog effect. Bly is without a doubt the guy favored to win this. Even though Lillekanin is doing something a bit cheesy with some proxy barracks and likely some Reapers, Bly is pretty good at cheese himself, and is also pretty good at stopping cheese in a lot of scenarios.
Yep. Generally, if you're good at cheesing, then you're good at defending against cheese.
Not true.
And I said generally.
I, I I'm not gonna agree with that statement at all.
Why?
Not from my
You've
point of
literally
view.
agreed to this before when I've mentioned it.
So if I have, then I've changed my mind since then, and people are allowed to grow and change. But we've just been seeing more and more of these players actually get cheese themselves, I feel, especially in the last couple of months. Maybe that's just a trending thing because Reapers have become more popular now than they were even at the start of Legacy. I don't know, but I just feel like Terran players who cheese are not good at stopping cheese. Not at least from what we've seen more recently.
I would say that it is still something that helps you. You're generally, I talked about this, if you play weird, you're going to be better against weird stuff. It's actually going to be a 2-rax as we used to know it with Marines, which Lillekanin has done before. Against Bly, he's got the 4-rax, actually.
Well, I think this is specifically tailored to the map because of the way you can put this behind the mineral lines here. Second barracks or bunker goes on the other side, and you're fully walled in. Which is cool, but will it be effective is the question.
Well, Bly already went for an early pull so he could get Lings out as soon as possible on the off chance that it was probably not Reapers, because King Sejong's actually a map where you don't really want to go Reapers on, but Marines, and now he knows what's up. He's going to build a Rocheforn, actually. He could also just go for as many Lings as possible and Queens as possible, but
there's a problem back at home.
Okay too.
Even though he starts a full wall off, the problem is there's not going to be anything inside the base to defend for quite a bit of time.
It seems like Bly isn't going to really worry about losing this base. I don't really think he had to be honest, even with the bunker positioning like it was. I think you get enough Lings and Queens, you'll eventually be able to break it. There's really not that much damage output, but if he has to lose it and get Roaches, then that can happen too. Oh, actually catches some of the Lings there, or Marines.
So, Olivia getting a bit savage on 7th with a burn that only really works if 7th was a guy. She comes to chat and says, I'm dressed up as my girlfriend for Halloween. Olivia's response immediately, why would you be dressed up as your hand? I guess technically that works for girls, but not in the same way.
Of course it does.
Savage, nonetheless.
Yeah, that was pretty savage. Looks like Bly has the Roach skin. He's already done a really good job cleaning this up just by getting those few Marines that were trying to get into the bunker. And he won't have to lose the hatchery. At all, like even close.
No, this was a good attempt at a Lillekanin. I think if Bly was playing greedy, if you're that Zerg player who decides to play 3 hatchery early or something, then this is a fantastic decision. But unfortunately, it's not. It isn't. Now, this Roach skin, by the way, is seriously still my favorite. I've seen the Marauder one. I've seen the Stalker one in game now. I've seen all of them in play. And I gotta say, Zerg, please, why did you get the coolest looking skin? Look how just nasty those Roaches look.
Because Legacy of the Void is obviously Zerg biased.
Right, it has been for since the first round of buffs, followed up by several months of no nerfs.
I just want you to know, Rifkin, that you are the worst observers ever. What? Time out.
Oh,
someone in chat was displeased.
I was like, damn, what did I miss?
Yeah. Well, I'm really, I don't know. You said like maybe it catches a greedy Zerg player off guard, and I'd be like, what Zerg player doesn't know Lillekanin that plays in our cups, but it's possible.
Right, and I think Bly, especially as a player, you don't try to underestimate like that either. Which, man, side note, Bly had such promise at the start of this year. Like, he came out of Legacy of the Void swinging the hardest. It was really cool to see him and Nurchio go neck and neck for a while, but very clearly, you had Nurchio go one direction up to WCS, and Bly ended up just being like the online cup king for a while.
Yeah, Bly got into a slump. He literally just got into a tree stump. He got into a slump, and then I think people really started to figure him out. He still comes in with 1 or 2 cheeses, though, and then inspires other people. And he still is the only one that does this. This is not only something that Bly does, but also might be a reaction to the 2-rax, I'm not sure, but 2-base Spire, or any Spire play, really, that isn't, you know, after upgrades and only 8 or 10 of them. He does 2-base, he does 3-base before upgrades. He goes for as many Nitas as you see in Heart of the Swarm, and he's really the only one that's doing that. And he's making it work, too. Obviously not enough that it's the new meta, but he is still making it look cool. And this follow-up is already doing a lot more damage than the 2-rax ever did.
Yeah, he's actually out of transfuses for the Queens and almost loses 2 more on top of this. Burned everything to keep that hatchery alive, just chipping away at the drones, and these 2... I mean, the mutas are coming out soon. This isn't going to end the game, but it's doing way more damage than it should.
Yeah, but that's all gonna be taken care of when the mutas come out, so. Really, probably could have just even waited a bit longer. Maybe if Ray of the Hatch would have gone down, because if these tanks were allowed to just fire on that hatch the entire time, they'll probably be dead, but 9 drones, a handful of queens. Mutas will help a lot versus the medevacs and the tanks, but maybe not against this amount of marines.
Especially considering like one glaive worm bounce is gonna kill both these medevacs. Those queens didn't kill them, but they almost did.
Yeah.
I actually really like that he's walking these in. I think to fly those in would be way too dangerous at this point, and he'll set them up in a nice spot. There's still high ground vision, but yeah, the mutas, there's real big question marks on whether these will be effective or not. Dives in, not focusing on the medevacs. There we go, picks up two. That's exactly what I thought was going to happen, but the Marines are shredding through them. The Ravager gets a decent shot. The tank looks like it will go down. Didn't get to pick it up, unfortunately. But that ends up still not being a terrible trade. Probably for Lillekanin, though, it's 1 base versus 3 now, so it's a situation where it's no longer about getting little trades, and it's about trying to win the game.
Oh yeah, Lillekanin has lost. If that push didn't win the game right there, then he just it's game over.
This was his best bet. Super zoom in by mistake. So I can't... Oh, man, using this
Worst
mouse.
observer ever!
This is where I just, like, do this, cop out, and while I'm super zoomed out, there's no way I can miss anything. I actually, this super zoom out bug with the units losing their shadow on the north side of the screen is really annoying.
Yes, it is. We should tell someone about that.
GG. Alright, so Bly takes game number 1. Oh, the tape's starting to get unstuck again. Curse me and my human oils / sweat or whatever it is that makes tape go unsticky. But yeah, game number 1 goes in the favor of Bly. We'll have game number 2 come up in a moment. We'll see how long it takes these guys to get ready. If it, hopefully not too long. Don't know what happened to Lillekanin between series, but
it's happening right now. Boom.
is it?
Yeah, I invaded you.
I'm joining.
Okay.
I just wasn't prepared. This is too fast for me. Too fast, 5 furious. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus, calm down. Okay. Frozen Temple. Yo, what did you think of the maps that they're bringing back, by the way?
Oh, I thought that was kind of lame. It was like, we don't want to call it a dream pool, we want to call it a cool pool.
The cool pool.
Let's calm down.
You know, between Malfunction Junction and Cool Pool, you got next level naming abilities, man.
I am on top of things today. And this past week.
So, I see both sides of it, right? For those who don't know, they announced bringing back, like, Deadwing and a bunch of really old maps, strictly for the sake of balance testing. Daybreak, roll my eyes at that. Because here's what I see as the problem, right? On one hand, you had a lot of success with bringing in maps like Frost and some other old ones to the current map pool. But the problem for that was the current map pool, for those who don't remember the earlier seasons from this year, was terrible. The maps kept getting worse and worse. And it wasn't because the map makers from the community were making terrible maps, because Blizzard was demanding really stupid things to be required of them. And I feel like Blizzard says, alright, that worked one time, let's do it again. But the problem wasn't that Frost is an objectively amazing map, nor are any of the other maps that ever get resurrected. They're old and they've been played a million times to death. It feels uncreative and uninspired, and I don't like it, to be completely honest. For that reason alone. No matter how good the games may be in the future, and maybe I'll change my mind later, but for the now, just like what has been announced, I'm really not looking forward to it. And I just feel like a bit of a cop-out, so to speak.
Let's do the intros.
Let's. In the bottom right side of Frozen Temple, we've got the Green Terran player. It's going to be Lillekanin. Currently down 1 game in the series.
In the top left, as the Red Zerg and prepping for cheese, he is Bly.
Yeah, it goes for that quick pull and quick gas, so it should be fairly easy to deal with.
It's Frozen Temple. You would expect any Terran to do something, but especially Lillekanin, so it's just going to be a question of, can Bly hold on the micro front, which he probably should be able to. Lillekanin really dedicates to this. Obviously, he's already proxied his barracks, which means that he's more committed than usual. But then he also goes up to like 4 barracks, so that's even more committed than the usual feedback 3 barracks you see. And he just doesn't stop making Reapers.
I would like to point something out real quick. Would you mind hitting F11 real fast?
Yeah?
Do you see what happened in chat?
Good luck, have fun, and good luck.
Yeah, like one guy said good luck, have fun, and the other returned the good luck, have fun.
Yeah, I return good luck, have fun all the time if there's no one else to do it for me.
You guys will understand this passive aggressiveness in a
No,
couple
no,
of
they
days.
already understand. We have talked about this before.
We
Now
have,
you pinned me
actually.
out as some BM person. God.
It's not unfounded, Zombie Gum, alright? It's not entirely unfounded.
People are gonna start believing that that one BM guy on ladder is me too.
I know someone actually like has the name Zombie Grub. Like for those who don't know, I don't even know Zombie Grub's Smurf name, right? Like she doesn't play on Zombie Grub.
Yeah, I don't, unless we're in twos with friends, and then maybe. But
Well,
it's so easy. I don't understand why people would be confused.
roaches are coming out over the priority for speed. Again, the roaches look so cool with these extra spikes and the extra chrome claws, I guess you could say. But for Lillekanin, this wasn't incredibly all-in and super dedicated, and maybe if he was able to force Bly to react as if it was like, oh my god, the worst thing in the universe, it'd be a little bit different. But there's still time here. This is where you really, for the next, like, we'll say 30 seconds, Lillekanin can either continue to make Reapers, and then it becomes super all-in, or he cuts production down a little bit, throws down that second command center and base, maybe a factory, and we've seen a ton of players transition out of this while still doing mild damage to the Reapers. At least enough to get ahead, because you force your opponent to overreact, but that doesn't look to be the case. Sitting on 13 SCVs, still pumping 3 Reapers at a time, Lillekanin is going to do or die with this build.
Yes, exactly. I will give him some credit though. He didn't go for the 4-axe, so. Whoa! I didn't know grenades counted as structures.
Do they? I'm going to keep that open. Oh my god, they totally do! What is happening?
What? Why? That was silly. Anyway, so right, he didn't actually dedicate like he usually does, but he still proxied 2 of the barracks, so it's still more dedicated. And I wouldn't be surprised if he just continued to make the Reapers until the game was over. Which, you know, it's really not over for either person quite yet. At any point, Bly could make a mistake. He could clump up all of his units on the ramp, and 10 grenades will kill everything. But at the same time, Lillekanin could just be, you know, continuing not to do any damage whatsoever, and eventually Bly just gets way too far ahead.
Yeah, this, right now the Reapers have really been questionable. Not even chipping away at the Queens, certainly not threatening the drones, just dancing with the roaches, and kind of necessary. But as he takes control of the top of this ramp, Bly's finding perhaps a little bit of frustration dealing with these. Does knock him into auto attack range. Of course, Ravagers only beat out Reapers because of their range. If they're forced to fight, they will lose that fight. Reapers are quite good at this scrappy situation, and maybe, just maybe, with those kills, this is turned around.
Yeah, getting that ramp is just an important aspect of Frozen Temple that you actually don't find on the other popular Reaper maps. Like Galactic Frost is kind of far back. It can be hard to abuse the ramp like you do on Frozen Temple. Generally, the Zergs know this, and they have preparation on both sides of the ramp. We're very, you know, much aware that they can't go up or down it. But Bly definitely made a mistake. Has not gotten speed for his Lings because you can skip it. But that might be a problem here.
I think he was entirely banking on the Roaches and Ravagers handling this. And frankly, they do in most situations. But that ramp caused a lot of trouble, and Lillekanin is, I will say surprisingly, is starting to make this work. Now, granted, Bly's still not dead yet. He's got more than double the workers, and he's still chipping away here, but it's not looking super amazing if this hatchery goes down.
It would be even better. There's a planetary with this.
Yeah, I know! Oh my god, our +1 weapons even! People don't respect Ruff, man. I'm telling you, there's people out there who could refine the way Ruff did that build, and I feel like make this so insanely good.
I hope they bring Catalina back in the map pool. That's what they did it on.
Just so I can play the intro again?
Well, and that.
If they bring Catalina back to the map pool, I'll have to like re-release that shirt, and I really don't want to.
They really are choosing like the pretty, like I guess they put Alrina back in there, but even Alrina got to be like a very like predictable map. That's what they're going for. And Catalina was always it was the map that no one wanted to choose. Frankly.
Nice catching those links, but that's a lot of links coming in now. Lillekanin's got a kite with these grenades. Everybody dances. We hit the dance floor. We got grenades going off left and right. Unfortunately, though, Bly's not quite getting this round. He was hoping for it. The Reapers managed to sneak down that cliff. More grenades to come. He's fighting out in the open, though. These Ravagers have got to be careful. As he just kind of stutter steps through, the links start dying. 1 shot, 2 shots. These Reapers have a lot of damage built into them, and this is not looking so great for Bly. But once again, reminding everybody, it's Lillekanin on one basis with not many SCVs. Frankly, he might even be mining out soon, depending on how long this goes on for.
Oh, that might have looked like a really good move, but Bly is the one that is remaking everything still.
A ton of lings, yeah, and these Reapers haven't healed up in that first fight. They can't eat any hits.
Dangerous.
They'll stop the combat trucks from kicking in. Lillekanin is going to hop up to that high ground and try to survive.
That was very dangerous. Like if he has to
I
reset the
think he lost
Reapers
too much
from
momentum.
0, yeah, like it's all the momentum with Reapers. Like, okay, he is also producing Reapers. He's not running out of cash quite yet. That's true. But my point was that like if you have to restart from 0, when did he build a 4th barracks? With Reapers, then it's much worse than the Zerg player restarting from 0.
Super ultra triggered by Farfetch Nougat in chat. All right. Halloween is
Celebrity.
not Canadian Thanksgiving.
No, that's Columbus Day, which still confuses and weirds me out.
I am fully aware that Canadian Thanksgiving is a strange thing, and that it doesn't make a lot of sense. But confusing it for Halloween, I don't know. That triggers me. That actually triggers me.
How polite are you guys when you go trick-or-treating?
When you knock on the door, it's trick or treat, please.
But it's...
No, it's trick or treat. Smell my feet. Give me something good to eat.
Yeah, what if they don't give you a treat? Do you actually trick them? Or are you just like, oh, okay, good sir.
I feel like if you try
Okay.
to trick kids now, you get in so much trouble, dude. Oh my god.
No, you're supposed to give them a treat or you get tricked. Like, you're not supposed to trick the kids.
Oh, the kid's supposed to trick the adults?
Yeah, if you don't
Well,
have
no,
a
because that's what's gonna trigger me to smack a kid. I'm just saying, and that's probably worse than me tricking a kid. I'll be like, hey, look that way. There's candy over there, and then slam the door in their face. Good trick.
Wow, you're super cool.
Actually, I saw this really great pro-life advice thread about how if you're too cheap for candy, just put an empty bowl outside that says "Take one" on a sign nearby.
Yeah, okay, but like, okay, it's 5 p.m. and like the 6-year-olds are out trick-or-treating. They're gonna know you didn't have any candy.
Will they know? I think the parents will.
Yes.
The kids won't. The kids will just be like, "Oh shucks, we weren't here fast enough."
I read that whole thread. By the way, this game is over. It's just waiting until Lillekanin taps out.
Yeah.
Like having reset from 0 really screwed him up. Bly wins this game unless he takes 50 grenades to the face.
Yeah, and here we go with the strat for the backside. Grenade's going to send units flying, but of course hurt his own Reapers in the process. Money is going to be the biggest problem for Lillekanin, and Bly is going to have no shortage of that anytime soon. The Roaches and Ravagers were certainly something he could deal with when there's 5 or 6 of them, but the fact that there's so many now, it's just not possible. There's just no way.
Yeah.
Blackie's making more Ravagers too, so...
I read that thread, and people are like, "You turn your light ports, the porch lights off." There you go. And yeah, that's the rule usually. But I guess in the Reddit thread, everyone's like, "That doesn't work." So they still knock on the door, and I'm like, "Wow, that's rude." I always highly respected the porch lights.
That wasn't even that. That was just like straight up stranger danger like territory, right? Like the lights are off, it's super spooky, like your parents are with you, but don't go up that driveway.
Yeah. My parents stopped going with me when I was like 10.
Uh-oh. Okay, never mind. Saw a small spike there, that made me panic. Did you see it too, or is
Okay.
it just me?
No, that was just you.
Oh, that's not good then. Okay, well, as this continues to kind of drag on, I will say Lillekanin is getting some surprising damage done to Bly, to the point where maybe I shouldn't be counting him out just yet. We got some GG mules coming down though, but not offensively. GG. Bly takes the series 2-0.
Advance on to the quarterfinals.
Nice. Not a round of 8s. Got a couple players advancing down there too. Shout out to Suppy winning his side of the bracket so far. Maybe we should catch some Suppy for old time's sake. I don't know. But we are going to go to a commercial break before that, so we'll find out while we're gone, and we'll see you guys soon.